He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return.
This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Harris. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, LSU!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Inside, it's Hill. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Oh, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's Levin. Makes the grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to Caden Durham. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tigers want to move quickly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Tigers are flying down the field. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Levin. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Adjusting the pattern. Dante Moore. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football. An absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Finds his man. It's Moore.
The quick passing game does several things. One, It doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Runs through a tackle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
More play action. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Making side adjustments here. More to throw for it on 4th down. Right on the money. Makes the ground, there's space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator in that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hall. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And you can give all the credit chance and call for the false start. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the score.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Fighting off the defender. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll go play action with Moore. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made the bet.
No more time to throw. The quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, and I got a pass rush like that.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Puts it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Quarterback may To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves on the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He wants to change this route. Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. And the dunk in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Moore to the air. Fires it down the seam. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Fourth down, Moore. Quarterback now breaking the field. And as he throws, and make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Under fire. Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, LSU. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Dante Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. Makes a catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. He spins that thing down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. Don't do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Green. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. It's buried. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hurts.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Motion from the back. Again, it's Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Moore to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon! The Ducks with the answer. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. field. It's Glavin. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go back to the air on second down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. He wants to throw it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a chance to show offensive return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing more. Gets it to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun on third down. Moore. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Moore. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Levin. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. It's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Lost a throw on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Lost the fire on second down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.